today we're just going down the street actually, probably about 10 houses or so from where we live, and we're helping out one of our neighbors. It feels really good to be helping out somebody that's literally one of our neighbors, and that's really our philosophy with everything that we do, is that everybody's our neighbors in this community. It's a fantastic community we live in, Maple Ridge. So we literally just drove down the road. We're up that way. This is our neighbor, and she hasn't been able to do anything all year. Her garden apparently looked really quite beautiful. Now it's really overrun, and thankfully on a day like today, after it's rained a little bit, all the weeds are going to come out pretty easily. So this is what we're actually tackling today. The front yard. Over the next couple of weeks, we'll do a couple more 3-hour stints to get the rest of this in shape. You can tell it could really be quite beautiful, but this is what happens if somebody doesn't have the time to tend to their garden for a year. Through all of the seasons, you end up with all sorts of stuff going on. And we're very, very good at this sort of a cleanup. So this is what we will be tackling. And our goal, as always, is that when she gets home from work and she looks and she sees what we've done, that it starts to bring her some relief. Ultimately, that's really what it's about, is a service that takes a load off of people. Starting off in the back left corner, there's this going on. There's all of this morning glory that needs to be pulled out. Morning glory has wrapped itself up and into the apple tree over there. So on all of these boxes and everything that's back here has to be pulled out. Vegetable garden cleanup. The lawn is approximately 1.5 feet high. Looks like when it's cleaned up. Just an overall clean. Didn't go deep on anything because it's been a few weeks as we've been working with our schedule to get this done. Some of the weeds have come back, but we cleaned things up. The big difference is in the backyard. Cleaned all these up, but the leaves are now starting to fall because it's fall. And here's the back gardens. Tamed, cleaned up all of these. All along here. Some apples are falling because that's what apples do. But here's the biggest difference of all. All of this was a garden that had just had to be untended to for a couple of reasons. So we have come back in for the final day, cleaned it up, and actually mowed the lawn today too. A double cut because of the length of the lawn and also because it was kind of wet. Both of these lawn gardens. And then as you walk around, this part back here is all cleaned up and looking lovely. So now a neighbor just down the street from us gets to breathe a great big sigh of relief that this is no longer out of hand. She'll still have some fall leaves to clean up, but there isn't a garden underneath it all that has just been left to go way too far. And that's how it looks once we come in and help one of our neighbors.